Hello all and happy Friday. This video is intended for adults and not for children. This is more of an idea plan of a do-it-yourself pond that you can do with children in your life. May they be your own children or children that you work with. And do keep in mind when making any type of sensory bin, keep the child's age in mind. Make sure that it is well supervised, and also put in items that you know the child can handle. Like, if for instance, if they have an allergy to something, be aware of that before you make the sensory bin. So I just kind of wanted to show you what I'm going to put in our pond, and then Nate will also have freedom to put whatever nature finds he wants in the pond. But I just pulled a couple items. He pulled out a couple little toy items and some nature finds already, especially like his favorite rocks. So this is item here is just one of those sink like drain mats, and it's shaped like a rectangle shape, but it's got these like stone pattern on it. I thought that would look nice at the bottom, so I have that. And then I have various things. So this is a good item for sound, because I like to, have every element of the senses. So these kind of make noise when you drop them. So those are just little glass stones in like a dark brown color. And then I have this, one of those growing creatures, and this one kind of reminded me of like a crayfish. It was much smaller before Nate's put it in water, but I thought that would be something fun. And this is very soft right now when you touch it, and then when it's wet it becomes very slimy, so it's good for touch. And then sight is all these items, but even something like this little lily, water lily, is very soft, but then down here is more kind of rubbery, so different elements of touch. We also have some, I kind of split up this bamboo so Nate could look in the inside and see how it looked different than the outside. I have a plastic rock. And then we have some of Nate's favorite stones that he's collected from the beach. And these are all different textures and different, when you look at them, some have sparkle in them. This stick that Nate found. I have some of these little plastic leaves from like the Dollarama. I also have these little erasers from the Looney Bazaar, and there's like some butterfly ones and flower shaped ones, and this one kind of looks like a sun, but you can say it's also a flower. I thought maybe that would be fun, something to add. There's this item here, which is just a piece of his like Duplo Lego. Actually, this one says it's from Mega Blocks. I chose one of his little ducks, and this will be also fun to like try to squirt water out of it. He loves doing that, Nate. So, and then he chose a bunch of his little plastic figurines. So we have these. I thought these would be perfect because these could be like newts or salamanders. There's this one that he calls a toad. He's got this little green frog here. This one came from the Dollar Tree. There's this one. I think just the one that he's just had. This is another one that he's had for a while. And then these ones are from the Dollar Tree. I think there's 4 in total. A red, yellow, teal, and pink. And they're from the Dollar Tree. And then there's like a little snake from his reptile bin. So, oh, and there's like a piece of wood. Like a large kind of wood chip. And then I had this from the Looney Bazaar. This was like a potpourri. And I just pulled out some unique pieces. So I thought that'd be something fun. Again, lots of different textures. And so yeah, this is what I have laid out in this tray. Now for the sense of smell, I like to include that. I thought it would be fun to make the pond kind of have a scent, so I chose garlic. And this is what I'm talking about. If you have a child that's sensitive to smell, then I would include that. But Nate's okay with this, so I thought it'd be just fun for the water to smell a little unique. And this is like from Dollarama. And at the very end of the activity, because I want to include the sense of taste, but I don't want him putting food in here and then eating it, because these items can be dirty and stuff. So at the very end, when he's finished playing with all these items, I have these from the Dollarama, and they were only $1. And these are by the Sweet Shop, and they're the spearmint leaves, and they're really good. This is a good alternative to gum. And I thought, because they're leaf shaped, I was looking for like something that looked like a frog or something, but I didn't see anything, so I thought leaves would be the next best alternative. So, because they kind of look like little weird lily pads. Speaking of lily pads, I have another item from the Dollarama, so I'm just gonna grab that quickly. So this item came in a package from Dollarama, and it is already kind of shaped like a lily pad. Now these are easy to make. You can cut these out of like foam, but I think I'll be adding that as well. So I'm kind of just going to clear everything out of the way, then I'll show you what I'm putting, like using as the actual sensory bin, because we do have like a large IKEA table that converts into a sensory bin, but I thought we spend a lot of time outside and he likes doing his sensory outside anyways, so that we could just easily carry this item downstairs and he can play with it. And then I thought on the sidewalk he could use these little frogs from the Dollar Tree and kind of flip them into the bowl, and it'd be like a fun little activity as well for like fine motor. So I'm just going to show you the bucket, and we'll kind of, I'm going to pre-set up some of this stuff, and then I'll let, like I said, Nate choose what he wants to add to it. So what I'm actually using for the actual sensory bin is this round kind of utility dish pan, and it was like $2.50 from the Looney Bazaar. So we're going to add this little sink mat at the bottom. That would be DJ, the new cat. He's coming up to see the water. It's okay. And then we have this lily pad from Dollarama, and this will be also good for science, talking about things that float and sink. I'm going to take a little bit of this garlic powder and sprinkle that in as just a little bit of scent. You know, when you're at the pond, sometimes it has like a little bit of a smell, so I thought it would be good to include something, and I always like to include some type of smell. Another idea would be you could stick, like, I also use a lot of times car air fresheners, the ones that you hang in your window, and I usually will stick them at the bottom of the sensory bin, so when the child's actually playing with the bin, they can still smell like the flower scent or something. So for this one, I would use like a lilac scent or something like that. And then we have this other little, I'm just going to get out of the package, the other little lily, water lily. So that's floating around, and then I have these little potpourris from the Looney Bazaar. And again, this is cool because, like I said, some items will float, some will sink. Lots of different bright colors and different textures, so love that. And it's also great for language because you can talk about these items and explain them, and you go into details on how some are rough, some are smooth, some are bumpy. So I'm just going to grab some of the other items. So here's how I kind of set it up temporarily. We have like the little crayfish and the little duck and different sticks and the stones and the little frogs, or there's one there. And there you can also hide the like little frogs and ask the child to find them. There's like one of the little newts or salamanders. And then what I did was I left this little tray with the ones that flip in. So this will be on the side, and then I just left a couple other items that if Nate wanted to put them in, he could. And then also, like I said, he can pull from his nature table and add whatever he wants. So I'll just leave that beside it. And then, like I said, afterwards, he'll have this as a little treat, just to tie in that sense of taste. And I'm also going to leave this with him, and he can add some more garlic salt if he wants some more smell. But this actually smells really fantastic at the moment. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye for now.